All right, so today I'm going to take you through a stretch class. We're just going to work slowly through different postures. We're also going to get the muscles working a bit in those positions, just to work the strength of the muscles in that flexed position where they don't normally work. Doing this can be quite hard, so you only need to do a very gentle push when I tell you to. You might get cramping, and that's normal. If you do, just come out and you might be able to come back in. The cramping is pretty much just because your muscles aren't used to being in that position. If you don't get cramping, even better. But we're going to start at the feet and work the way up the body. So to start with, we're just going to warm our feet up a bit. So you can do this sitting on the ground, standing, sitting on a chair. Keep the foot on the ground, the heel and the front, and try to lift just the big toe up like that. Now, if you've never done this before, this can be really hard, in which case you can use your fingers to hold down the other toes. Just going to do 10 of these. This is getting all the muscles working in the foot. The feet we really neglect. There's something we stand on for 8 to 10 hours a day and don't work on them at all otherwise. Now keep the big toe down and try to lift all your other toes up. You'll notice as you do that, as I do that, this part of my foot is still on the ground. And you might need to use your fingers to start. This is a really good exercise to get into the habit of doing daily for the health of your feet, and it works up the body. It makes the rest of your body work easier because they're your base of support. So I do 10 of each of these. Now all up and just come down like a piano. Now this one's quite challenging. You might be able to start all up and just kind of go one down with the help of your hands to start. So when I first started this, I did have to use my hands a lot, but the more I do it now, I can do it without. So now every time I'm in the shower, I'll do these, and I can do them on both feet together, really without thinking now, because it's my body's gotten used to it. Now we're going to switch feet. So other foot flat on the ground, keeping the forefoot and the heel on the ground, the toes on the ground, and lift just the big toe up. Once again, using your hand if you need. When you use your hand, use as little support as possible. So just very gently, whatever amount of pressure you need to keep those toes on the ground. So just doing 10 of those. Now keep the big toe down and lift all the other toes. Now you might feel all the muscles in your feet working, or if you look at your feet, you can see a bit of movement going on in and around as your muscles work hard and get stronger. After 10 of these, I haven't been counting very well, I'm not sure how many that was exactly. Working through, coming down like a piano, one toe at a time. So holding all the toes, starting with the little toe and working down. Until you can, hopefully over time, do it without your hands. So your feet have a specific area in the brain, and doing this can actually build up the coordination in the brain area, allowing you to actually learn to do this and learn this coordination. Similar to the hands, we just use our hands a lot more. That's why they have a lot better fine detail movements. All right, and stopping there. Now, you can do it on the ground with me or sitting on a chair. We're just doing ankle circles. So with the big toe, draw as big a circle as you can, trying to keep the rest of the leg still. I'm going to go 5 one way, and then 5 the other way. And then switching legs. Nice big circles with the big toe. 5 one way, and then the other way. All right. Now, we're just going to work through the movement there. So to start with, tucking your feet under you like that. This might be enough of a stretch already, and you might just hold it here. Otherwise, you can slowly lean back. You might have your hands on the ground, putting a bit of pressure through, with the goal, if you're able to, is to just rest on those heels, just to open up through the front of the ankles. If you're super flexible, you might even put something under the feet to lift them up a bit further. It'll get more of a stretch. We're just going to hold here for a bit. Now what I want you to do with your toes, you're going to push down into the ground that way. Nice and firm. Push, 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 and relax. As you do that, you should have felt all the front part of the shin activating and working. Going to do that again, pushing the toes down in the front of the foot into the ground and relax. And one more time, pushing down and relax. Now work the ankle in the other direction. So you can do this on a chair with your foot up and just kind of kneeling forward, or you can do it on the ground like this. So I like to sit on my other foot, put my ankle here, and then just lean forward like this, trying to find a gentle stretch or your end range. So as far as your body's able to go in this ankle here. If you want to take it further, I even like to put my hand under my toes and just pull me down a bit. And I find that gives me a bit more of a stretch. We're just going to hold here, working through the mobility of the ankle. All right, now, what I want you to do, the front of the foot and the toes, I want you to push, keep this position, don't come out of it, but push firmly into the ground, and you'll feel the muscles at the back activate, and relax. And again, pushing firmly into the ground, and relax. Coming into the stretch. One more time, pushing in, and relax. If this is too much on the knees, just do this on the chair. On the chair would look something like that, and you're just leaning forward into it. We're going to do the same on the other side now. So come as deep as you can through that ankle to start with, finding a stretch, and we're just going to hold here. Might be nice to focus on your breath. Take some deeper breaths in and out through the nose. Now, same thing on this side, the forefoot and the toes. I want you to push into the ground, almost like you're trying to lift the heel up, but don't let it come off, and relax. And push down again into the forefoot. Relax. You might be able to come a bit deeper now. And one more time, pushing down. And relax. Right. We're going to do this with the straight knee now, so we can stretch out the calf a bit. So you might hold onto a bench or chair. I'm just going to do it on my hands. I'm going to stretch out that calf. So straighten your left leg. Bring the heel to the ground and then just shift forward as much as you're able to till you find a stretch. You're holding there. Now, this is going to be the same motion. You're going to push down through the forefoot and the toes, almost like you're trying to lift your heel up, but don't let it come off the ground. So just applying a bit of resistance, getting that muscle working a bit, and relax. And again, pushing the toes down, and relax. One more time, pushing down on the toes and forefoot, and relax. Now switching legs. Right heel to the ground. The left foot can just be wherever to support you, and shift forward so you feel a stretch in that calf through the back here. Finding that stretch and hold. Now pushing the forefoot into the ground and relax. And again, relax. One more time and relax. Coming down onto your knees. Now, you can do this on a chair or on the ground, but I want you to hug your left thigh into your chest. Hold in there or just wherever's comfortable. I like to kind of hug it right in like this and just straighten the leg just as much as you can. You probably won't be able to get it straight. And back down, straighten and down. Just going to do 5 of these. As you go straight, should feel the hamstring stretch gently. Try to keep your back straight as you do this. And same on the other side. Hugging the right thigh into your chest, straightening and bending 5 times. Trying to avoid getting that bend through the back, even if it means you're straightening the leg only to here, that's fine. This time, we're going to stretch out through the hamstring, the back of the thigh. So left leg out in front, right heel up in the groin, or any variation of whatever's comfortable for you. I actually like to untuck my glutes, get them out of the way, then reach up and coming forward. If you need to bend your knee a bit, you can grab your foot and then just get it so wherever straight so you feel a bit of a stretch. The other option is to get a strap or towel, put it around the foot, chest out, upright, and then just slowly pull yourself forward. And the goal is to try to get your belly button down towards your thigh and your chin to your toes. Don't aim for the head to the knee. I'm just going to hold here. Now stay in this position. What I want you to do is just gently push your heel and only your heel down into the ground. You'll feel your hamstring muscles tighten and relax. And again, pushing the heel down into the ground gently and relax. One more time. Relax and just see if you can come a bit deeper. Switching sides, right leg straight. You might like to untuck your glutes, using a strap if you need, straight through the back, reaching up and coming forward. Once again, remember trying to bring the chin to the toes, belly to the thigh, as opposed to the chin to the knee. And just holding that stretch gently. Now gently push that heel down into the ground. Relax. And again, pushing the heel down. Relax. One more time. And relax. Slowly coming out. Bringing the soles of your feet together. Hold your feet, sit upright. Open your feet like a book, trying to bring your knees to the ground. You can adjust how intense this is by bringing your feet further away to make it a bit easier, or closer in to make it a bit deeper of a stretch. If you're able, you can even push down gently on the legs. We're just going to hold a stretch here, trying to bring your belly button towards your feet. Now staying here, if you're able to reach the elbows to the legs, make them just gently touching, or if you're a bit high up, you might use your hands. But what I want you to do is keep your elbows and hands where they are so your legs don't move, but gently lift your knees up, almost like you're trying to bring them together, and the arms are going to resist that. So just a very gentle push, keeping it comfortable, but starting to get the muscles working a bit in this deep position, and relax. And again, pushing up. Relax. One more time. Up. And relax. All right, slowly coming out. Shaking out the legs. We're going to stretch the quads now. So I'm going to show two variations. You can do it standing, just like that, like a normal stretch. You can tuck it under and lie back as far as comfortable. But I'm going to do it in a lunge. So if your knee feels okay, join me in this one. So right foot in front, left knee on the ground. You might feel comfortable with a pillow under there. Just grab that left ankle. You might use your strap or towel for this one if you need, if it's just out of reach. And grab that and pull it towards your bum. Gently tuck your tailbone under you. If you're not feeling much of a stretch here, keep the tailbone tucked under and your glutes active and slowly shift forward. Just going to hold this stretch. Now, keep your hand where it is. Gently push your hand back into the hand, your foot back into the hand. Feel the quads activate and relax. And again, you can see my leg doesn't really move. That's because my hand's resisting the movement as we go. One more time, pushing in and relax. Come a bit deeper into the stretch and relax. Do the same on the other side. So any variation of the quad stretch. Join me in the kneeling if your knees allow it. Bring your heel as close to your bum as you can. Tuck your tailbone under you, squeeze your glutes. If you're getting a stretch here, great. If not, just shift forward a bit until you feel that stretch through the front of your thigh. Keep that tailbone tucked under you. We don't want arching the back like that. We're trying to keep that tailbone tucked. Now gently push that right foot back into the hand. Resist it with your hand and relax. And again, relax. One more time. Relax. See if you can come a bit deeper and slowly coming out. Now I'm going to warm up the hips a bit before we stretch through there. So this is a fire hydrant stretch. So on all fours like a dog, you pretty much lift your leg out to the side like you're about to pee on a fire hydrant. Go back and down. And you're essentially just making a circle with your knees. You're trying to keep your back and pelvis still and move just the hip. So we can do 5 of these. Try to create as big a circle as you can comfortably. You might even be able to come forward a bit on the way through. And do the same on the other side. Trying to keep your back as still as you can, but still making as big a circle as you can with that right knee. Hips are nice and warm now. We're going to stretch through the hip flexors at the front. So back to a kneeling position. I'm starting kneeling on my right knee. Really important for this that we tuck that tailbone under us and squeeze the bum. We don't want to, as we come into the stretch, be arching like that. So upright, and you can do this from standing as well if you prefer, but upright, tuck your tailbone under you, squeeze the glutes, Holding this position, I like to apply a bit of pressure on the front knee. It just kind of gets my abs working. And then shift forward till you feel a bit of a stretch through here. So the pressure down on the knee just stops me from doing that as well. I'm just going to hold here in that stretch. Now from here, you're not going to be able to, but try to almost slide that right knee forward on the ground and you feel these muscles work. And relax, hold your position, keep that tailbone tucked, slide the knee forward, relax, one more time, and relax. Switching sides. So I'm kneeling on my left this time. Tuck the tailbone under, hands on the right, just applying a bit of pressure, shifting forward till you feel a stretch on that back leg. Trying to feel a stretch through here, through the hip flexors. Now slowly try to draw that left knee forward along the ground. And relax. And again, sliding it forward. It's not going to move, obviously. Relax. One more time. And relax. Slowly coming out. All right, we can do a bit of a variation of a glute or stretch of the bum. So I'm going to come into a 90-90 position. So essentially, both knees are going to create a 90-degree bend or a right angle like this, and same at the hips. Face forward for this one. So you can see this is 90 degrees here, through the hips here, or from thigh to thigh is 90 degrees, and then this knee is 90 degrees. If this is too much, you might crawl this back leg back a bit more to make it a bit open and easier. From here, hands on the ground, and you try to bring the belly forward through the middle of the shin, like this. You should feel a nice stretch in the front, the hip of the front leg, and just holding here. Now, I want you to push your knee down into the ground and you feel your glutes working, and relax. Push the knee down into the ground, relax. You might be able to come a bit deeper. Push the left knee down into the ground, or the front knee, and relax. Switching sides. So the right knee's at the front this time. Create that 90-degree bend in the knee, through the hips or the thighs and the back leg. Support yourself with your hands and then slowly bring your chest down towards the middle of the shin. You can have a bit of a play around with that, so it might feel nicer going towards the knee or even towards the ankle. But just kind of have a play around. But find a good stretch so you feel it through that front hip, or in this case, my right glute, and hold here. Now push that right knee into the ground. Feel the glutes work hard, or however hard you're pushing, and relax. And again, gentle push through the right knee to the ground. Feel the glute muscles work. And relax. Maybe you can come a bit deeper. One more time. Pushing down. And relax. Slowly coming out. All right. Hopefully the legs are feeling nice and loose now. What we might do is get a bit of movement through the back. So we're going to, I'll do it side on. Lie down on your back. Straighten out your right leg. You might want to shift your hips to the left. Bring the left knee across your body, like that, and support it with your hand. Trying to keep this left shoulder on the ground. If you want a more intense stretch, you can try to grab your left ankle behind you like this, and then come into the twist. If you feel more comfortable with the leg straight, stay there. We're not going to apply the resistance to this one, but we're just going to switch to the other side. So shuffle the hips to the right, left knee out straight, right knee across the body. You might want to grab the left ankle, or you can just keep the leg straight. And just coming into a gentle twist. Slowly coming out. And do one more twisting exercise through the back. So coming onto your hands and knees. Bring your left hand on your head, and then reach the elbow up to the roof, and then reach that same elbow under you as far as you can. Then up and under. If you like, as you do this, up and under, you can bend through that right arm to get that shoulder to the ground if that feels nice. If you prefer, you can do it with your arms straight. Switching arms on all fours, right hand on the head, reaching up to the roof as far as you can, and then under, and try to keep your eyes looking where the elbow's going. And 5 times on that side. Okay, we'll do a bit of the upper body. So just some gentle shoulder rolls, going up, back, down and forward. Do 5 of those, just get this warm up through there. And then 5 going forward in the other direction. Try to create as big a circle as possible with the tips of your shoulder. So I'm going to start by stretching out the chest. So you're going to lie pretty much with your arm in this position, face down. You can adjust the angle slightly to make it comfortable. So coming face down, arm out to the side. I like my elbow slightly higher than my shoulder. You can start there. If you get a stretch there, you can stay there. If not, what you want to do is keep this left shoulder on the ground as you slowly roll away. Then you should start to feel the stretch through that chest muscle. You can even support yourself with this other hand to roll and hold there. Now, staying in this position, the left hand, the arm being stretched, I want you to push the forearm down into the ground gently. Feel your pec muscles activate and relax. Push down, relax. One more time, push down and relax. Slowly coming onto the other side. So once again, forearm on the ground, shoulder to the ground. You can stay here if you get a stretch. You can crawl your hand up and down, whatever's comfortable, whatever you get a good stretch through the pec with. And then just, if you're able to, slowly twisting to the other side. Yeah, pushing the forearm down into the ground gently, feel the pecs work. And relax. Pushing down. Relax. One more time. And relax. Slowly coming out. Now we're going to stretch across the body. So you can do it just sitting or standing like this, reaching the left arm across, coming under and pulling towards you. I'm going to do this on the ground using body weight. So you reach, lying face down, reach that left arm across under you like this. It's coming across just below the collarbones. And then just slowly roll onto it like that. You can even crawl that hand out to the other side if you like. Should be getting a nice stretch around this shoulder. I'm getting it through the back of the shoulder here. And just hold there. Now pushing, staying here, but push that stretched arm, elbow into the ground. Feel the muscles work a bit and relax. Pushing into the ground. Relax. One more time and relax. See if you can come any deeper. Now, switching sides, whether you're doing it sitting or with me. Reaching the right arm across. Bring your weight down onto it and slowly rolling. You might get a stretch here. I like to once again crawl that hand out across. I just find it gets me a bit of a deeper stretch through the back of the shoulder here. So we're just going to hold here. Now push that stretched the right elbow into the ground. Relax. Pushing down. Relax. One more time, pushing down. And relax. See if you can come any deeper. Slowly coming out. Yeah, we're going to do 2 variations of this. So I'm going to stretch through the back of the arm. The first variation is just reach up, bring your hand behind your head, other hand grabbing the elbow and pulling back. Trying to get a stretch through here, maybe down here. depending where you're tight. The other variation is to try to interlace your hands behind your back, like that. Or you can use a strap or towel to do the same thing and just try to crawl your hands closer. So I'm going to try, bring my hands together, reaching up, left hand over the top, just so my fingers can just touch. And we're going to hold that stretch. Slowly coming out. Whichever variation you did, doing the same on the other side. And relaxing. All right. Let's stretch out the forearms a bit. So, face this way. You can do this on a table or on the ground if you're comfortable kneeling. Place your fingers towards you like this. Hands like that, and just slowly come back until you find a stretch in the forearms. And just hold there. Our forearms often get really tight because we use them with almost everything we do. Everything we do with our arms anyway. Everyday tasks, work, all those kind of things. And we never really stretch them out. We kind of neglect them. Now, stay in this position. I want you to push your fingers down into the ground, and you feel those muscles that you're stretching now activate. Just a gentle push and relax. And again, pushing down, relax. One more time, pushing down and relax. Yeah, we're going to do the same thing the other way. This palms face up this time, still fingers towards you. I like to do it in fist. I just find it gets a better stretch. So you can do it hands open or in a fist, keeping your wrist and hand on the ground. Slowly come back till you feel a stretch and hold. Now, push your knuckles down into the ground, holding this position, and relax. And again, pushing the knuckles down, relax. One more time, and relax. Slowly coming out. With your hand, holding the forearm, drawing a nice big circle with your fingertips. Trying to keep the rest of the arm still, just moving the wrist and going the other direction. Switching sides 5 times. Other direction. And relax. Be mindful if you've got a sore neck, just keep the movement within your pain-free. But we're going to do some gentle neck circles. So come forward, out to the side. If it's comfortable, come back. If not, just go to the other side. Forward. And do 3 circles one way. And the other direction. All right. I'm going to stretch out through the side of the neck and the upper traps here. So just bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Variations of this. You can use the hand to help pull it a bit deeper into the stretch. You can sit on that other hand. It just brings it a bit deeper. In this position, there's no perfect point where you need to have your head exactly that spot. So I like to come in, kind of move forward slightly, smell my underarms a bit, move the head around until I feel a really good stretch, and then I'll hold it there. Now, just gently, if it feels comfortable, if it's painful, avoid this, just skip over, but gently push your head back towards the middle with your hand resisting. And relax. And again, just a gentle push. Relax. One more time. And relax. All right, coming to the other side, any variation you like. As I said, you might move around a bit until you feel a really nice stretch. Very gently push back to the middle. Relax. And again. Relax. And one more time. Relax. Just to finish off, I'm just going to get the muscles at the front of the neck working. So I want you to do a chin tuck. So pull back, creating a double chin. Just gently going in and out 10 times. Just doing it within whatever's comfortable for you. All right. Hopefully you're feeling a bit looser, a bit more relaxed. Maybe you've got some muscles working in positions you've never worked them in before. But it's all good for the body. All right, thank you.